welcome back to my channel, and today we do have a bit of a different type of a video. I'm just out on a walk and I was just thinking, I've never actually done a sit down video and just talk to you guys one-on-one, and you guys get to ask me questions and I'll just answer them. I've never really properly opened up, you could say, but today that is all gonna change. I did put a Q&A up on my Instagram story the other day asking you guys to ask me some juicy questions. You guys did not disappoint. You guys asked me some of the juiciest questions I've ever been asked. Some of them had to be kept out. Today we're gonna answer them questions for you guys. Let's just get on with these juicy questions because that's why you guys are here. Let's be honest. Let's go. Right guys, we're in my room now. I have Cal behind the camera. He's gonna be asking me the questions and I'm gonna be answering them.
You're ready, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna go straight into the deep end.
Yeah.
Someone has asked you here,
Yeah.
when did you lose your, let's say, VCard?
So I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not actually going to fully say the age, but what I will let you know, I was at school at the time. My girlfriend was a year above me.
You didn't lose it at school, did you?
I didn't lose it at school.
Okay.
I was very young, and any advice I would have for you guys was just make sure you know what you're doing and just make sure you're safe, is all I would advise you guys to do.
Make sure you know what you're doing.
Make sure you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing? I still don't know what I'm doing. Max, a bit more on the positive side. Have you got any holidays planned for this year?
You know what, yeah? This video goes out on Sunday. In 3 days' time, I may or may not be in a different country. That's all I'm gonna say, is I may or may not be in a different country. The next vlog may be a holiday vlog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
What would you be doing if it wasn't social media full time?
Before I started doing social media, I was just doing carpentry. I've been doing it for 3 years. I was fully qualified by the time I'd finished, and then the first lockdown came around and then I started doing TikToks and stuff like that. If I wasn't doing TikTok, I'd probably be doing carpentry still.
Following on from that question, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years time, work side of things, I would like to be full-time in YouTube, just purely doing YouTube, and hopefully I'll have a family then, 3 children, and a wife. Definitely. Years. In 10 years, maybe longer.
This person has asked, what is your biggest regret, if you have one?
So I think my biggest regret is not starting social media sooner. I was too worried what people would think of me. Rather than just going and do it, I let everyone else get in front of me. I was too worried what people would think of me and say about me. I would advise anyone, if you want to go and do something, to go and do it. Wouldn't let anyone choose your path. So I regret not starting social media sooner.
This is another one about your virginity.
Yeah.
Did you tell your parents straight away when you lost it or not?
When I lost my virginity, I never told my mum or dad straight away. Do you know what funny story is? My actual ex-girlfriend, she told my parents before I did. I think it was a while after we broke up. She actually told my mum. I think she found out when I was like 17. And then I just basically said to my mum, yeah, like we did and whatever. And I didn't tell her straight away, no. So the answer is I didn't tell her straight away. Looking back on it now, it's a natural thing. I wish I just told my mum. So I would advise you guys to just tell your parents. It's nothing to be worried about.
This one's more fashion related, and the person's asked, what's your favourite pair of shoes? Actually, let's split out. Let's split out to the favourite pair of shoes you own,
yeah,
and your favourite pair of shoes.
So my favourite pair of shoes I own would probably be either these Nike Off-Whites or my new Balenciaga Tracks, which I don't know which one. I can't pick out of these 2 shoes. So you guys, let me know in the comments which one do you think better. Is it the Nike Off-Whites or is it the Balenciaga Tracks? But yeah, these 2 are definitely my favourite pair of shoes. That I own. And for my favourite pair of shoes that I don't actually have, I've got them on a keychain. It is my Nike Off-White Jordan 1s or the Ben & Jerry Dunks. If I could get a pair of these shoes, it'd be either one of these shoes that I have on a keyring. They're very, very expensive, but yeah, they're probably one of my favourite pairs of shoes that I don't actually own.
Following on the fashion theme, we may as well stick out, who inspires you with your outfits? Is there anyone in particular?
So my go-to fashion icons are Godnat, Jordan Hames, Jaden Humroy. They're my fashion icons that I go to. I check out their Instagrams and see what they're wearing, what they're styling things with. I try and create my own fashion, to be honest, and make things work my own way so people can aspire to dress like me or work with things like me. Those 3 guys they're the goats for me when it comes to like clothing.
This one's about Millie. What is your favourite picture of Millie, if you have one? You must have one.
Yeah, a favourite picture I have of Millie was from her beauty work shoot, and I'll put a picture on screen now. This picture I love of Millie because she looks insane in this picture, so yeah, that's my favourite picture of Millie.
What is the most important thing to you in life, I guess?
My most important thing to me in life, and my biggest life goal, is to, I've got a few I guess, to make my family happy, have my own family obviously eventually, and to be financially free. They're my main 3 goals.
Do you still have a childhood teddy bear?
When I was younger I used to be into WWE, so I know I have a few wrestlers at my family home back home, like a New Zealand Kiwi teddy bear in my shed as well, I think, in like a box of like my old stuff. So I don't have it with me, but I do have it. I do still keep it, I will always keep it.
What is your go-to Starbucks order?
It was a tropical mango with no tea and strawberry sauce, but Starbucks for some reason have just completely sacked that off now, and no Starbucks as a franchise, they don't do it anymore. It's completely gone. That's peak. But caramel frappuccino with no coffee and cream and extra caramel. I thought that's a basic drink, but that is a plain drink.
What is your greatest fear?
My biggest fear is frogs, by an absolute mile. Plain and simple is frogs. I've always had a fear of them since I was young. My dad's biggest fear is frogs, I think, as well. And I think that's what's kind of come on to me, and they've never settled well with me.
Do you have a tattoo, or if not, would you ever get a tattoo?
My mum doesn't want me to get any tattoos, but I wouldn't mind getting one on my arm because I have naturally really tan skin. It would come up well on my arm. I feel like it would look good, but I don't know, maybe we'll see, maybe we'll not.
Can you touch your nose with your tongue?
My nose with my tongue? I can try. I did it.
You did it?
I'd say yeah, I can touch my tongue with my nose. No,
Yeah.
I can touch my nose with my tongue.
When was the last time that you cried?
When was the last time I cried?
Bit of an interesting one.
A while ago. Oh, do you know what it actually was, yeah? I hit 500k on TikTok, and I hadn't seen my family, obviously with Corona and stuff like that, for a long time. I think everyone just being inside for so long was just so emotional and stuff like that. Yeah, me and Cal actually went out and we was taking photos for Instagram, and I got a phone call from our manager saying we have to come home. I was like, why is he telling me to come home? Like, I've literally just left. He could have told me. I've drove an hour to get here to take some pictures. So it was just all so annoying. Like, it was one of the first days we were allowed back out.
I was proper winding you up.
Proper wine, but obviously these lot knew what was going on. And then when we came back to the house, we walked in and they all let off like some like big like confetti things, and it like had like congratulations for hitting 500k. That's not what made me cry. That was really sentimental. That was a really nice thing from everyone. My sister, my dad and my mum both walked out of like the small kitchen in the old house. I was just like, I hadn't seen them for like a month or so, and it was just like, it was just really emotional for me, and I was just so happy to see him, and it just brought me to tears, and it was like, wow, I'm actually crying in front of everyone. I felt weird. It was good tears, but like I was crying because it was just like, it was an emotional time for me. That was the last time I properly cried.
Why does your name have 2 X's compared to the normal spelling of Max?
Basically, it's as simple as when I was born, my mum wanted to call me Max, and obviously it has 3 letters in it, and my nan said that all the grandchildren in our family all have 4 letters. So we've got Luke, Jack, Paul, Dean. My little sister's called Misha, that's spelled M-I-C-A, and my older sister's spelled Sade, spelled S-A-D-E. She said that she didn't want to break that like thing we had kind of going on within the family. She just basically added another X on my name, so it's always been M-A-X-X. For some reason, the biggest thing everyone always says is they just think it's a kiss. I had a kiss on the end of my name for some reason, but no, it is 2 X's.
Max, I think this is going to be the last question.
Yeah.
Can I go and have lunch now?
Right guys, I think that is going to be the end of the video. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that big thumbs up and comment down below what you thought. I am going to be replying to everyone's comments, so make sure you do that up down below. And make sure you guys go and follow my Instagram to get involved in future videos like this. And I'll see you guys next time.